Martinez, he's more direct. He likes to run at that back line and get service into the box often and early. And then the partnership in midfield, Delgado and Eustachio, they got to set the tempo, control the game. Cohesion, Guilherme, 5 goals, 4 assists on the season. But Ezequiel Ponce, he's still searching for his first goal of the campaign.
And hoping to provide a spark for LAFC to get back on track. It is LAFC in the black and gold who get us underway. Second matchup on Sunday Night Soccer today, a doubleheader. Another example.
That's the case, but at the same time, Matty Bogusz got to give them more.
Martinez, that one takes a deflection and comfortable for Bond.
Artur does incredibly well to save what could have been a massive gaffe on his part.
McGlynn, really good play from Guilherme to get them up the field as well. And Ali, what a response to that mistake. Palencia on the back foot, and Ali back from McGlynn on his left foot. Oh, what a goal!
Goodness.
Take a bow, young man. Jack McGlynn with an absolute world-class finish. And Houston Dynamo have shocked BMO Stadium. They lead.
Houston played through the lines. We talked about the pace and the width that Anali gives on this left-hand side. He commits a defender now. Just look at the top of your screen. That little late trailing run from Jack McGlynn. Oh, I mean, the pass is inch perfect. The weight is enough that he can approach this. It's about knowing your teammates. Anali puts it on a platter, and the wand of a left foot that Jack McGlynn has just wraps that thing into the top corner. Nothing Hugo Lloris can do.
Well, it looks like he has the most intentions around it, but difficult angle for a left footer. Guilherme, right foot, it takes a deflection and in.
But when the chances have come, they've made the most of them. We saw a worldie on the first one. This time,
he's been really impressive. Inali, Porch is backing off, and Ali's got pace. Pulls it back, Ponce leaves it. McGlynn again! So close!
Once again, Anali's just been a danger man on this left-hand side. Now he draws out portions, but once again, look at the positioning of Jack McGlynn. Just that slow approach. He finds his timing spot on to arrive at the right moment at the top of the box. Little clever dummy there from Ponce.
Nice ball in behind by Son. Schaffelberg pulls it back and taking a deflection, it's in!
Keep an eye on him at the bottom of your screen because he gets his timing spot on. Son playing in the pocket. Clever turn, but the early delivery, that's what gives your team a chance. Action that's now easy to defend if you're LAFC, who are trying to recover. That's important.
They've given that one away as well. Eustachio, Guilherme, Ponce's gone down the middle. Guilherme comes inside, lovely ball. McGlynn, he's got Bogusz out wide of him. Bogusz in behind, could go for goal! And it stings the palms of Lloris. He has a second chance, and it's in! Flag stares down, Matty Bogusz declines to celebrate, scoring against his former club, but that is a dagger. Guilherme comes inside, lovely ball. McGlynn, he's got Bogusz out wide of him. Bogusz in behind, could go for goal! And it stings the palms of Lloris. He has a second chance, and it's in!
Now it's about reactions and recoveries. This time, Ponce does a better job of keeping Tafari away from the play, but this man is special on the ball. Guilherme just opens up the game. Now you have that run. I actually thought that Bogusz should have played that ball across first time, but he gets a little bit of fortune with the deflection. He follows up his own rebound and gets rewarded for it, but it's all about Houston taking the initiative in transition moments to create chances.
Again, Guilherme trying to dictate traffic, plays it across, lovely ball. Inali gets it to McGlynn. He's done it again.
Combination once again. Inali just putting this ball on a platter for Jack McGlynn and just has to pass it.
Only one team with less, Seattle Sounders. So again, that's not a stat that suggests whether you're successful or not. It just means they sit back, they pick the moments. Free kick in, and Lloris has to knock that one clear. This exclusive NetCam replay is brought to you by AT&T.
Now watch Ponce as he comes across. Now he's too far away from the play.
Tafari. Porches from distance. Good save from Bond. Porches. Get that cross in towards the far post. 28. Flick on the turn from Boyd. Nice skill from Boyd, goes for goal. Bond with a big save. Segura, and that one's blocked.
The question is just how long will this last? How quickly can they get out of this funk and get back to being a side that we think to be?
Long range hit, and it was close enough that it had Bond flapping. He might have got a touch on it as well.
A captain's performance from him, and 3 points on the night for the Dynamo.
And the final action of a superb performance. Hugs all round from the coaches, and Mark Dos Santos, well, sportingly telling Ben Olsen, job well done.
Post-game press conference with head coach Ben Olsen. Ben, just your thoughts on tonight's match, your match against LAFC.
We're excited. It's 3 points that are hard to come by here in LA against what is one of the best teams in this league. However, I don't want to leave them off the hook, but and discredit our performance, because again, defensively, we once again, I thought, gave a real collective effort. We were hard to break down, and I just thought it was a really good, solid performance from most of our guys. But I think we caught them at a good time as well. They've been on the road, and they looked at times a little tired, and we were hoping for that, and we needed to have more energy. We needed to outwork them, and the guys did a good job on that, and did the best job we did up to date, as far as being patient in transition, still going fast, but not necessarily going in 2 or 3 passes, and maybe taking 4 or 5 passes and coming out the other way and exploiting them in transition. And I thought we just did a better job of having real controlled transition moments, and we finished off some plays with some individual stuff. Jack was good. It was nice to see him on the scoreboard. It's great to see Matty Bogusz on the scoreboard, and Guilherme. So, 3 guys we want scoring goals, and I know Zeke, didn't get one, but his performance was, again, the way he leads our line and held up balls. I thought he did a good job as well.
All right, guys, go to questions. Let's keep it to 1 or 2, please. Dustin.
Hey, Ben. You guys go up 2-0 early. LAFC scores there right before the break. It could have been a turning point. What was it about you guys' mentality? You come out in the second half. Not only do you hold on to the lead, but you extend it.
Yeah, it hurts giving one up right before the half. And, we talked about the first 15 and their momentum coming in with that goal. And making sure, just again, we have more energy, and we stay with the disciplined defensive structure that the coaches put together. And I thought we lost a little bit of that at 2-0. I think there was just a little bit of a downshift, and that's enough to let them creep back into it. Obviously, we absorbed the response to get 3-1, and then again the way we looked after each other from then on out was pretty disciplined, and still we're looking for our chances in the transition, and we get the 4th.
Thanks, man.
Herman.
Hey, Ben. Congrats on the win. Just wanted to ask you about your starting midfield. 2 games in a row, and it seems like you have good control of the midfield. Just wanted to ask you about their performance, and if you found a little something.
Well, I've been hiding behind this. I don't know if hiding is the right word, but we've been dancing, and we've been bouncing in and out of structures and figuring out this group and what the best 11 is, and in what structure. And this was the first time we've played the same way with the same group all year, and that was important, I think, for this group in this moment, and to still be able to be flexible, but start to find something that we can hang our hat on. And sometimes it takes especially as there's twists and turns in the season, and not having availabilities. It was nice I think it was really nice to have that back-to-back, same group, a week rest in between. And I thought Jaji played very well. Artie, their understanding, and then Jack being kind of a little bit of a hybrid player in there to help us out lower and also get into the attack. It's starting to form, and we're starting to see some fruit from the consistency and finding the right ways.
Thank you, Ben. And my last question is about that transition game. If you could elaborate a little bit more, was that an emphasis? Because what stood out to me was the speed. Jack's goal, 4 touches. You're in the opponent's 3rd, creating a dangerous attack.
Well, in the last month, as we've absorbed and had these moments, we're harping on just making better decisions and not, be in a rush. You got to speed it up. But sometimes, again, it's not going to happen in 2-3 passes. It's got to happen in 5 or 6. And I thought we did a good job of that tonight. And also at times resting with the ball. It wasn't a lot of ball for us. That was, especially with the lead here, we absorbed quite a bit. And I think we made some better decisions when to go and when to be higher up the field and rest with the ball. And still be dangerous in those moments. So, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. It was nice to finally see some fruit from it.
Thank you, Coach.
Max.
Good evening, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Congrats on the win. You're obviously going to be asked a lot about the offense tonight and their performance, but this defensive effort that your team keeps putting out, it seems, match in and match out. What do you feel like that is most attributed to? 5-6 matches basically in a row, or 5-6 of your last 5, I should say, of your last 6 matches of 1 goal or less. Where do you feel like that scheming and the preparation, for those who maybe are fans who are maybe curious, where does that just defensive pressure just constantly come from? Because even with LA dominating possession, it seemed like you guys were still in control of this one, even on both sides.
To me, defense starts with winning duels, winning matchups, and discipline, and just a collective effort. And I think they've bought into that. And the only way you buy into it is you get results. So, I think we've tried to go toe-to-toe a few times with some teams, and it's cost us. And as we figure ourselves out, I think we understand there's some what we can kind of hang our hat on, and that's a committed group that is aggressive and disciplined and understand how to be difficult to break down. We have work to do. We've got a long way to go as far as building the game, sustain possessions, but for now it's a healthy place for us to be. And again, I even guys like Guilherme and Matty Bogusz, who are expensive DPs, who are now doubling down and looking after their teammates, looking after some of the isolations that LA caused, and in the box making plays. This is what it takes. You can't do it with 9, you can't do it with 10. You need everybody on the same page to put up shutouts. And it was, I thought Resch did another good job, which is, again, we keep waiting for, a 70-something pick to show up, but he continues to play at a high level. Antonio led the line, the back line really well, and Bondi's playing well too. You need some saves. You want to put up shutouts. You need some saves. You need some blocks, and everybody did their part tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
I'll go with green, white, and ball.
Hey there, Coach.
Hi.
KR here. Signature win there, Coach. Congratulations. Just a quick question, Coach. At minute 87, we got to see you on TV. You were, 4-1 up. I saw that you were still not done yet. What was going through your mind? We were just watching from here, Usually we get to see you out there on the sidelines.
Yeah, I should probably sit down at that point, but I don't. I don't trust any game until the whistle blows, and there were still some guys coming in that you don't want to make it interesting. And I know this team can score several goals. They brought in some subs. I thought that made a big difference for them, put us under. But again, I don't know. Maybe I guess I should have rested a little bit, but I don't. What else you got?
Thank you. That's it?
That's it? That was your question?
Congratulations.
Okay, thanks.
That was your question.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, we'll do last 2 questions. Jesus and Sullivan. Jesus, go ahead.
Hey, man, good win. Following up on the defensive question, what can you speak about Inali's performance? Obviously, he's great on the offensive side, and we saw it today, but his growth on the defensive side.
I'm glad you mentioned him, and I'm sorry I didn't mention him in all those names that I threw out today. I thought he was one of the best players on the field, and the fact that I'm not surprised at that is surprising because of where he's come from and how much growth he's had. Playing him in a 5-back was, at the beginning of the season was like, can he do it? Can he hang in there and deal with that? Now we're pushing him in a 4-back where he's in isolation with some of the, some pretty expensive wingers that are nasty. Martinez is a handful, and Colorado has wingers, and every team continues to spend a lot of money on attacking talent, and his ability to stay with them physically and some of the discipline, his positioning has been very good, and making a bunch of plays. I just, I can't say enough about him right now. I know this is not how he envisioned coming to Houston Dynamo, playing left back and 4, but this is this is what it is. And this team right now is selfless. They'll do what it takes, and I think in some ways he won't tell you, but I think he's actually enjoying it.
Thank you so much, Ben.
All right, last one. Sullivan, you can go ahead.
Was this the best performance under your leadership, or do you still think the team is still needs something to be improved?
Well, this was a pretty good performance, but I think, again, I'll say it again, I'm not going to take away from our group and what we gave. I do think we caught them maybe at a good time. So I think there's a little grain of salt here with, I think, the emotional toll of what they just went through, playing in altitude and coming back. They looked a hair tired, but that's, again, in the end, that's their problem, I know, and we have to take advantage of these moments in the league. But overall, we've got to grow. We got to continue and be better on the offensive end. Continue to be able to just have different ways to win games. And today was one way. Colorado was a different way, and there'll be times where teams are sitting back on us, and we're going to have to break down low pressure. So we just have to continue to evolve. But overall, it was a good night.
All right, we'll squeeze in one last question. Sam, you go ahead. Last question.
Hey, hi, Ben.
Hi, Sam.
Man, congrats. I want to ask, Sam, is it the joy of victory that affected your voice a little bit, sounded a little bit excited, Is it the joy of the victory that made your voice a little bit cracked?
I'm tired, Sam.
All right. The last time I spoke about the road warrior ethos of this team, would you say it's coming around gradually, looking at the result today? And also, you all constantly talk about finding your identity, team identity, or finding who the team is or something like that. Will you say that today's win is a statement towards that direction?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. We're starting to find out, kind of what makes us a good team, or what makes us have success, and that's growth. Now, having different ways to have success is also something we need to continue to work on. But having, starting to have an identity that we're going to be a very good defensive team, we're going to be better in transition than we were last year, and be able to see out some plays with some high quality. I think that's a good place to start. But we have a long ways to go. But this was, to answer your question, Sam, this is a step in the right direction for sure.
All right, congrats. Let me know which time, tonight.
Okay.
Let's trip back home.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, guys. All right, guys. Post-game press conference with Jack McGlynn. Jack, just your thoughts on tonight's match, a brace. Just the result.
It was a great performance. I mean, coming into LA and winning 4-1 is special every time you do it. So, happy I could help with 2 goals and my first 2 of the season. So hopefully a lot more to come now.
All right, we'll go with Dustin first.
Hey, Jack. I don't know if you've seen the replay yet on your first goal, but Lawrence passes you the ball and he kind of puts his hands in the air, celebrating like right as you shoot. Just what's that relationship with you and Lawrence? I know he assisted both your goals, but having him on that left side and feeding you.
Yeah, I did see. He showed me after, and it just shows the trust he has in me and all the teammates that have trusted me to do that, because they know what I'm capable of. And Lawrence is an amazing player. I mean, I know he's going to beat his man, and I'm going to be at the top of the box, and he knows that connection has worked, and it happened twice tonight. So hopefully, like I said, a lot more to come of that.
Thanks, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Herman.
Hey Jack, congrats on the brace. Does Jack McGlynn score normal goals or bangers only?
I'll go bangers only. I'll take it. I think the second one's pretty normal, just pass it in. But first one's definitely a banger.
And how does it feel to score on a World Cup winning goalie like Jody's? Do you know he's in goal? You just focused on getting a good shot, or after the fact it happened?
Yeah, I think during the game you just you don't really notice it. I think it's it's just like another goalie's in the goal, and you try to do what you can to beat him. And then maybe after you look back at it, like, oh, it's a World Cup winner. But definitely during the game you don't really notice. It's just how can I beat him?
And Leslie, real quickly, how do you like playing with Arthur, having two defensive midfielders behind you, allowing you to go forward a little bit more?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it suits me a lot having those Jaja and Artie in there, always trying to cover me and help me out defensively. And I think it's been really solid in there. Us three haven't really conceded a lot of chances, and I think it allows me to push up the field and find the spots where I was at for the goals today. So it kind of gives me a lot more freedom to get the ball.
Thank you, Jack. Congrats.
Thank you.
Max?
Evening, Jack. Hope you're doing well. Congrats again on the win. Just a quick two-part question here for you. Obviously, you getting back into the rhythm, obviously following your injury with the Austin game, it seems now you're really starting to get into your footing. First part of the question being, how does it, I guess, feel to kind of have this kind of a game under your belt to where you're really into the rhythm of the season? And then part two, with Lawrence's goal last week and then your performance this week and the defensive performance of really that entire midfield, what do you feel like is the ceiling for what this midfield overall could become across the league?
Yeah, it's for the first part, it's definitely great to be back. I think coming back, I've kind of shown what I can do in kind of the minutes I've been playing, building up my fitness and building up strength back in the muscle. So, yeah, it's definitely been a process. You hate missing games, but to be back and playing the way I am, it's great. And, yeah, I think the ceiling for us is as far as we can defensively take it. I think we've been so solid, not allowing a lot of chances against us, and I think we have the attack to have goals like we did tonight and score on a really good team. So I think as far as that can go, we'll go.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Benjamin?
Hi, Jack. Thanks for doing this. Scoring 2 goals and having this performance with just a few weeks to go before the World Cup roster, is that something that is in your mind at all? And of course, Jesus Perez was in the crowd today.
Yeah, of course it's on your mind. That's the number one objective for any player to play at a World Cup, and it's definitely you think about it before each game and how can I show, but most importantly show for Houston and help Houston out, and that'll get me there if it's God willing. But I hope to be there, and I know I can make an impact if I am there.
And does having this performance in LA, where the USMNT will open the World Cup, make it any more sort of put it forefront of your mind, kind of?
Yeah, definitely being in and around it, seeing all the signs and everything, kind of sets you up for it, and gets you in the mood for it. So to have a performance like tonight, and hope I can keep doing that until the World Cup, and hope that I'm there.
Thank you.
Sullivan?
Good question. What was it said on the halftime to come back and play a beautiful game second half?
Yeah, I think it was just trust in who we are. Just be defensively compact. We know they're going to throw numbers as we were winning the game, and that we can hit them on the counterattack. And I think we did that twice in the second half, and it worked out really well. We didn't give them a lot of clear chances, and we got 2 goals. So it was a great message.
I have a quick question. Do you feel that you deserve that Team of the Week coming up?
I think so. I hope I'm there. I don't think I've gotten one this year, so I think it's my first. I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you.